Good evening, everyone. This is episode 62 of the Small Businesses Do It Better show. Tonight, we are talking with Stacey Harris of Hit the Mic Marketing, and she is going to rock your socks off with small business marketing advice, so stay tuned. Good evening, everybody. Again, this is episode 62 of Small Businesses Do It Better. I'm your host, Carissa Dunphy, and we're going to be talking with Stacey Harris in just a moment. First, I want to tell you about our sponsor, which is Ovaleye TV. Ovaleye TV hosts and produces live video events for your upcoming promotion, interview, conference, or whatever you want to market. Visit Ovaleye.tv to request a free 30-minute consultation to find out more about going live with your brand. And you guys are going to love Stacey. And I said she's going to rock your socks off, but those of you in the chat room who are not wearing socks, she'll knock your slippers off or whatever. So if you're in the chat right now and you have questions for Stacey, then enter them in and I'll relay those to her so we can get her to answer these questions because she knows a lot about marketing online. First, I want to tell all of you, I'm a huge geek and I get really excited about geeky things, which is fine with me and I don't care. I will admit it every day, all day. So beside the fact that I get to geek out with Stacey and talk about Google+, I have a product here that I'm going to feature, which is from Shark Tank. So that's cool enough. But I also am going to announce the guest who's going to be on the show in 2 weeks. And they are going to be in the studio, which is, I think, like the second time that's happened. So that's really fun. But the guest that's going to be here is from Shark Tank also. And I wish we had a drum roll thingy because I told some people we're going to announce this. So the guest that will be joining me in the studio in 2 weeks is, are you ready?
I'm ready!
Is Roger Sullivan, and he is the owner-founder of Wired Waffles, which is super exciting for me at least because I'm a caffeine junkie and all that good stuff. But Roger is super, I just love him. He lives fairly close to me, so he's going to come to the studio. And not only does he have a fabulous product, which are caffeinated waffles and caffeinated syrup, he's got a new business coming out that he's going to tell us about, which I know about, but I'm going to make you tune in. And he has been getting some remarkable news stories lately. Insane. MSN, Ellen, he had his replay air, and then he had his update air on Shark Tank. He's sending Wired Waffles to troops. So we have a lot to talk about with Roger, and it's going to be really exciting. I don't know what the recourse is going to be of us eating caffeinated waffles at 7 p.m. I probably will not sleep that night, but who the heck cares? It's going to be a lot of fun. Exciting. Okay, so if you're in the chat, tell me if you have any questions, but let's get Stacey on because we've got a lot of fun things to talk about. So hi, Stacey.
Hi, Carissa. I'm super excited. Thanks for having me on the show.
Yay! I'm super excited. You probably think I ate those waffles already.
No, I think you're just very high energy, which is fun. I don't do caffeine. I gave up caffeine.
Oh, no.
Like 8 years ago now because my husband, who was my fiance at the time, told me I couldn't do it, which is like
the
best way to make me achieve a goal. And so, with the exception of the occasional migraine medication and chocolate, there's no caffeine for me.
Chocolate. Well, at least you have that because that's very important.
I can't give that up. He was right on that one.
Most of the people in the chat know who you are. For those of you who are watching that may not know who you are, tell us who you are, what you do, what your business does.
I'm Stacey Harris, as Carissa said. I'm the head rock star at Hit the Mic Marketing, and my team and I help small business entrepreneurs with their social media. We do that through social media management, and then we also do social media training and consulting through our Rockstar Strategy sessions. I'm also the city coordinator for young female entrepreneurs here in Phoenix. So I'm sure there's some YFEs in the in the chat room.
There is. There's several people I recognize because I participate in the YFE chats as well sometimes. So I'm recognizing a lot of names in there. If you want to say hi to Stacy, let us know. So you mentioned your strategy sessions. This is really cool because, especially with marketing, there's really not a cookie cutter answer for any business for any problem. So tell us about your strategy sessions and what you do and why these one-on-one, I guess, customized strategies are really important.
Well, for the Rockstar strategy sessions, it's all completely based on your business. There's no like best practices or hypothetical what a business like yours should be doing. It's your business. We break down what you currently have, or if you have nothing, we start from scratch. And we really focus in on what your primary markets will be, because not everybody needs to be on every network. No one has that kind of free time. So we really focus on what's going to work best for you. And we also talk about content creation and things like that to help support the social media stuff, because we all know we kind of need something to talk about on social media. And so the email marketing, the blogging, the content creation is all part of that. And it's all completely based on the client's business, not any sort of hypotheticals.
Or, just random advice and blanket.
Like all online
knowledge.
businesses should be doing this. There's none of that because there's nothing that everyone should be doing.
Definitely. And that's really exciting. I really like that. I get, I guess, kind of agitated by those companies who do say, this is what will do it for you. And it doesn't. You need these personalized, customized, hydrogenized, rocketized.
Exactly.
You need these things, and it's very important.
There's no, it's just like the, do this one thing and you'll make millions online. Like, there's no thing like that. It does not exist. Or do this one thing and you'll lose 100 pounds. There's no one thing. It depends on you and your situation and your business and your market and your audience.
Definitely. Okay, so one of the things I totally geeked out about when I saw you post this. Let's back up here. I'm getting just really excited. You have no idea.
It's because there's going to be Google Plus talk, and that's exciting.
Oh my goodness. I'm going to start sweating. I'm just so excited. Stacy can't see me either, so this is she's just going crazy. Anyways. So a while back, I saw Stacy post something online that was about all these Facebook changes that they don't really go out of their way to make public, but you could get banned from Facebook and get your page taken down, your coverage image taken down if you don't know of these things. So I saw Stacy posted this, and I asked her if she would write a guest blog post for Small Businesses to Do It Better, kind of, just a summary bullet points of these Facebook updates, which she did, which I had to say got a lot of traffic.
It was slightly more than bullet points, though. I got a little wordy. I tend to ramble.
Can you kind of tell us a little, something about these Facebook changes? Because I know they've loosened them up since you wrote that post.
Yeah.
But I still see, even after I post and tag people, hey, FYI, I still see people that are not going by these rules. And it's like, you don't want to mess with Facebook. I mean, people really rely on this for their marketing. So for those of you who may not know, what are these rules that they are still enforcing, I guess?
The big rule now, because they have loosened up, previously you couldn't have calls to action and things like that, like click like or email or call 602, whatever. And now the big rule, I think the only one of that big sweeping change that's really still around is the 20% text. You can only have 20% text, which is more than you think it is. Like if you look at facebook.com/hit the mic marketing, you can see mine, and mine is significantly less than 20% text. But they don't want to have, if you have a really text heavy logo, that can no longer be your whole cover image, which is super common. People are doing more and more, just the text based logos. But that's the really big change. And obviously there are probably hundreds of thousands of Facebook pages. So Facebook isn't nabbing all of them right away, but they are nabbing them. I've had a few clients who have emailed me and were like, I thought I'd be okay because I'm not Coca-Cola, but it turns out they took down my Facebook image. And I don't know at what point you can get more than them just taking down your actual cover image, but Personally, I have a few hundred likes. I have clients who have thousands of likes, and I really, really, really can't imagine starting over. So it's really just easiest to follow the Facebook rules.
Totally.
That's why you have your website that you own and you can do whatever you want and use that to drive traffic there. Don't rely on these things where other people can take it down. But if you're taking advantage of them, make sure you're taking advantage of them the right way.
Exactly. And I saw, I don't know if it was a tool or widget or whatever, or if it was just a still image, but I saw something online. It showed the Facebook cover photo, and then it showed 20% of that. So I guess you could, visually with your fingers make a 20% mark and just kind of hover it around and see where you are, because you really don't want to push your boundaries. But I know
if you Google 20% rule Facebook, I think several of those graphs will come up. I think Social Media Examiner had one on their site. Lots of people have had them up. But yeah, if you just Google that 20% Facebook rule, you'll get some graphic sort of illustrations of how much that actually is. I prefer to err on the side of being under it, but I also prefer the sort of clean look, and mine kind of has a simple look anyways. So it's sort of your preference, but yeah, definitely make sure you're following that rule, because eventually Facebook will find out.
And like she said, be careful with logos, because my cover photo was all the logos of the businesses who had been on my show, and that's all words and that's all text. So I just played it safe and changed it. But yeah, okay, so enough about Facebook. Let's get serious here with Google Plus. This just beyond words excites me every time I talk to anybody about it, because I have seen significant impact from marketing on Google Plus, where a lot of businesses, probably like, what was that, a month and a half ago, I was consulting with somebody, and she's like, all right, what's the first thing I need to do? And I'm like, do you have a Google Plus? She's like, what is that? I'm like, really? There's still people who don't know who this is? So, it's not do or die, but I'm just getting too excited here. I'll try to contain myself. Tell people why, first of all, what Google Plus is for those who don't know what it is, and why, in your eyes, or that you've seen proven in your analytics, why it is important.
Google Plus is probably, and I'm going to just make a big dramatic statement, it's the biggest impact on your business that you're just absolutely ignoring. Google Plus is like a really cool version of Facebook because it's Google. And I don't care what Google says. And don't tell Google I said this, because I like Google and I don't want them mad at me. I don't care what they say. They like Google Plus better. If you look at how it interacts with Google search results, you can see right there. It's so much better. I really, really loved Google Plus. I was an early adapter. I was one of the beta testers before it was open to the public.
Me too.
Nerd alert. I love Google Plus. The problem is sometimes Google Plus, you sort of log in and it's just like crickets, because there's not people rushing over there. So what we did at Hit the Mic Marketing is, in the month of May, we're having the Google Plus Challenge, which was a month to really dedicate ourselves to using it. Because I know a lot of people who are like, yeah, it's cool and I have an account, but I don't ever use it. And I went from sporadically posting the links, just the links, no interaction. If you looked at my Google Plus business page 4 weeks ago, you'd just see literally list dump. Every time I had a new blog post, it went right in there. And I wasn't even doing that every week. To doing it every week, increasing my interaction during the Google Challenge, which has only been, what's today, the 7th, so it's only been 7 days. And I went from having about 15 to 25 clicks to significantly more than that. In the last week, I have made, I think, 3 new connections. I have connected with somebody who I might actually do some business with. And also, I have gotten a huge increase to my site. So not only is it something that can really drive traffic, but it's this whole new group of potential clients, potentially. Because the people who are super loyal to Google Plus are living in Google Plus and ignoring Facebook.
Yes.
There are a lot of people who have left Facebook and gone to Google Plus.
And I think it's been resolved at this point, but I know like the first week, because I was a beta tester for Google Plus also, I know the first week, if you posted anything on Facebook from Google Plus, it came up with an error. It knew to not read it. So I want to address this immediately. Nick in the chat room says there's not enough base to really make a powerful draw at this time. So Stacy, do you know what the number 2 social network is?
I'm not sure. Let me think. I'm pretty sure it's Google Plus.
Yeah, number 2, Nick. Not number 3 or 8 or 5 or 10. 2.
And, if you do any sort of video as part of your business and it goes up on YouTube, do you know how easily that connects with Google Plus? You have to make it work with Facebook.
Yes.
It's just as friends with Google Plus.
Okay, so this is my argument. I've written so many blog posts and gotten so many comments on my personal blog. Google owns Google Plus. So it's a search engine and it owns the social network. So off the record, it's going to give preference to those who use it.
Well, and the fact of the matter is, and this is, I think I worded it this way in a blog post. I know I've worded it this way in about every Rockstar strategy session I've had, is Google Plus is like a search engine that's social. Mm-hmm. Because it brings in everything that is Google search. It brings in all of the different Google tools, YouTube, Gmail, all of that, and it makes it all connect through Google Plus. It's like the hub. On the side, you can connect with your direct contacts who you're email friends with or whatever. Mm-hmm. You can connect with your communities. You can connect with your YouTube channel. You can create YouTube videos right through there doing the Hangouts on air. It's the central social hub of Google.
And the Google Hangouts is really big. I know a couple past guests on the show, like the cat drawing guy, he does a Google Hangout every Friday for his fans.
That's
so,
cool.
I mean, you can really incorporate Google Plus in fun and exciting ways. It's not, Facebook has their live chat. I don't even know if that's still a feature, or their calling or video, whatever that's called.
I know they have it, but I've never actually used it.
Well, it was not a fun install. I didn't like that, which kind of surprised me. But I feel like I might be boring people because I'm really excited about this, but most people are like, I still have to create a Google profile. So tell us your Google Plus challenge that you are doing for yourself.
The Google Plus challenge, and a lot of the people who are in my little Hit the Mic community and read the blog and follow the newsletter are doing it along with me. So what we're doing is we're really focusing on Google Plus. Not that we're abandoning our other sites, but we're really spending some time and investing some time. If you read the blog, it's at hitthemicmarketing.com. Last week we did a Google Plus game plan, and I really wrote out what my goals were and how I was going to achieve them. So if you are sort of curious what that looks like, you can do that. If you want to stay tuned, on Thursday, the blog post that comes out is going to be optimizing your profile. So if you're one of those people who haven't filled out your profile yet, that is going to be a place to see, like, what should I be paying attention to in this big pile of social network.
Yay! That's exciting.
And hold on. If you're an email subscriber to the Hit the Mic Marketing Open Mic News, we are going to be doing a super special thing that involves, and I'm going to totally tell you guys, but don't tell anyone else because it's only for subscribers, but we will be doing a Google Plus Hangout only for email subscribers who want to ask questions about Google Plus, and that'll be in a couple of weeks. But if you get on the email list, you can get all those details.
Ooh, and that's at hitthemicmarketing.com.
Yes, and there's a big box right there for you to drop your information in.
One last bit of nerdiness about Google Plus that I heard, I think I emailed or I tweeted you when it was. I think it was over the weekend or late last week or something. But I was reading a very well-known SEO blogger's blog post, which said that Google is now indexing hashtags on Google Plus. Huge.
Yeah. I saw that tweet from you, and I started to do some digging, and I haven't found a ton of information about it, so I haven't written about it yet, but I am definitely on the lookout, and I am not at all surprised. If they're not doing it now for some reason, and that's an early thing, they will be doing it really soon, I'm sure.
Oh, because so awesome.
It's central. I'm so excited about it.
Okay, in other marketing news, I would like to ask Stacy to share with us something that I find I like reading these when you write these. I think they're
Oh,
great. What are your pet peeves for social media?
my personal social media pet peeves.
Yes.
My biggest one has to do with LinkedIn. And if you are a fan of mine on Facebook or we're friends on Twitter, you've heard me complain about this. I actually did a guest post for this not too long ago. When you send me a connection on LinkedIn, leave me a note. It drives me crazy. And I have actually gotten to the point where I've gotten super hardcore with it. If there is not a note, you don't spend the time, say, hey, Stacy, have a great week. Let me know how we know each other or how we can connect, like how we're connected, how me hitting yes to connecting with you is going to help me in some way. If you don't do that, ignore.
Well,
And
a
if
lot
you
of
look
these.
spammy in your picture, spam.
How would one look spammy in their picture?
There's no picture. Or it's like
Okay.
a cartoon picture. Or, and I saw this the other day, and this is a new one to annoy me, it was a famous person's picture.
Oh,
I
I've
am
seen
pretty
those.
sure you're not a famous person.
I know. I got one from I won't say who, but it was a model who's done, I know, modeling for Neutrogena, like a big name. I'm like, really? What do you want with me? Ignore. I was like, I don't even know if this is real or not, but whatever.
Yeah, that's my biggest one, is the take the time to personalize it. It's right up there with the direct messages on Twitter.
Those are like, what would it be? So 2005.
No, they were never a good idea, ever. Anytime that you consciously remove the social part of social media and send me to some generic place.
Yes.
And with the amount of people who are getting their emails hacked and like, or their Twitter accounts hacked and, the links with the viruses and stuff, I'm not clicking anything I don't know
Definitely.
about in a direct message.
And one thing that I've seen stay the same for all the businesses that I've talked to, all the business owners, rarely do they have someone else do their social media. That's the one thing that people are like, I just can't do it. It's not personal. I want to stay real. I want to stay connected. So that's another way, sticking to your same thing is be a person,
Well,
be real.
yeah. And we do social media management for clients. So we do handle some clients' social media, but generally those clients are also getting on and interacting.
Right.
What we create is a baseline.
Definitely.
So that when you sign on, and this is something that I talk about in my Rockstar Strategy sessions, schedule so many posts per week so that when you do have that 15 minutes to log into Twitter, you're using that to retweet and interact and ask questions and talk to people instead of just spending that 15 minutes being salesy and pitching to your audience.
Good tip. I could keep going. You have like 2 more hours tonight. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, my webinar is where we're going to cover all of the rest of this. So just come to that.
Tell us about your webinar because that is coming up and a lot of people can get important information from this.
Yeah, May 17th, we're doing the when, where, and how of social media. So it's a good base point if you're not active on social media now, or if you just want some clarity in what you're doing. And if you sign up for the webinar and you purchase a Rockstar Strategy session, you get a free 30-minute follow-up with me. So that's kind of cool. And yeah, it's just a good baseline. If you go to hitthemicmarketing.com/webinar, you can find the information and sign up. But yeah, we're going to do the when, where, and how, and just sort of a blanket cover of how to get started and where you need to be and what you should be doing.
Exciting. Go to Hit the Mic Marketing to get more info on that. I'm just reading the chat right now. Okay, so a couple people want to hate LinkedIn, don't think it's effective. What's your quick input on using LinkedIn for business?
LinkedIn can be very effective. It depends on how you use it. The thing to realize with LinkedIn is that it's not Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
It is a professional social network. This isn't a place for you to post about your girl's trip to Vegas. It's not a place for you to post about your kid. It's a place for you to connect with people who you may want to refer work to, who want to refer work to you, who you want to give you a job, depending on whether you're an entrepreneur or not. LinkedIn can be very effective if used well. I had a couple of hundred connections on LinkedIn, and I actually went through about a month ago and dropped that down to about 80 and streamlined it, and I've found it to be a lot more effective since then. It's really it takes another part of your social media brain. You really have to sort of refocus how you work with it. I don't find the groups to be effective at all because they are just sort of big spam filter things. They're just sort of filled with this, hey, come look at my website. But if you can get good quality connections, it's worth having a profile up so people can find you there.
Interesting. I found the groups to be really effective, which is kind of surprising. Yeah. I'm really picky about the groups that I go into. I'm really specific, and I only talk about things that are exactly what that group is. I don't, go off track. But if I have a question about something specific, I go into that group and I post it, and I've gotten some really great answers.
See, I find that with a lot of the Facebook groups I'm involved in.
Oh,
or
okay.
Google Plus communities.
See, I've devoted less time to Facebook groups, so it just, I guess, depends on where you put your efforts.
I think it depends on where your community is and where the people you want to connect with.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a part of a couple of really cool, like premium Facebook groups. They're Facebook groups you pay to be a part of. And they're not done through Facebook. They're done through whoever that is. My favorite is Thrive Hive, the ladies at Kickstart Kitchen, and Sandy's, I don't know how to say Sandy's last name. Is it Sadhu? Of Sidekick PM. They have a really cool group, Thrive Hive. My other favorite is Marie Forleo's B School group, just because it's super fun.
Very cool. And a couple questions in here. Tiffany is asking, she doesn't get the option to customize her connection message on LinkedIn. I always click, I know this person as a friend, and it always gives me the box to type the message. So I think it maybe depends on how you know the person, what you select.
Yeah, if you choose other, I don't think it gives you a box. I think it tells you to enter their email address, but it should give you the box. Someone had told me recently that when you try to connect with someone through like a mobile app, it just auto sends. It doesn't ever give you that option to choose even how you know them. So you might want to make those connections online through a web-based access through your browser. But it should be giving you that. It should be giving you that option, definitely.
Okay.
You might want to email LinkedIn and be like, why can't I personalize my message?
Or go into a LinkedIn group about LinkedIn and ask. Just saying.
That would work too, if you happen to know of any good LinkedIn groups.
Okay.
Or there are LinkedIn Google Plus communities too.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Or go into a Facebook group about LinkedIn.
That would work as well.
We're just really just
Google LinkedIn. We're super helpful.
I'm sorry. It's almost time to go. So before you go, though, tell everybody one more time where we can sign up for your webinar, where we can find you online if we want more of your, whatever we call this.
More of me, just period. Me. HitTheMicMarketing.com is sort of the base for everything. You can find all the links to my social media stuff there. The webinars at HitTheMicMarketing.com/webinar. I'm the Stacey Harris pretty much everywhere. Stacey spelled with an E because that's the correct way to spell it. And it's because I'm the only one that matters. Really, it's because there are several other Stacey Harrises, which I did not find out until I got married. But yeah, the Stacey Harris and HitTheMicMarketing.com is the best way to find me.
Okay, sounds good. And I want to say really quick that you tell us what you do on Thursday nights.
Thursday night, I do the chat over at YFE Chat. So I'll be tweeting, I should say, from YF Entrepreneur. So you can come and talk to me and watch the really cool show.
And even if you're not young, and even if you're a dude, you can still go talk.
You can, as long as you're not weird. No,
not weird like us at all.
There's a really great group of entrepreneurs there. So it's a really cool place.
I'm gonna stop laughing. Thank you, Stacey, for joining me tonight.
Thank you.
I gotta get myself together fast. Okay, so Hit the Mic Marketing. Sign up for her webinar because it's the 17th?
Yes,
coming up quick
at 10 a.m. Pacific.
Okay, thank you, Stacey.
Thank you.
Oh, that was really fun. Okay, so now don't go away because I'm turning this geek too. You might ask, how can you turn a teddy bear geek? Well, I can, and I did, and you're going to laugh your little butts off even more. Okay. So this week's this week's product is the Cuddle Tunes bear, which we all saw on Shark Tank. And this adorable bear, first of all, it comes with different color bows. It comes with pink or green, or pink or blue or yellow. You get to choose this when you order. So the cool thing about this is that, as you can see on the feet, there is an MP3 player sewn inside. So you got the play and pause and forward next tracks, and then you got their volume controls. So the speaker is sewn in here. The MP3 player is sewn in here. I removed his battery so I could show you, but it's all sewn in here. You can't even feel them. They're super soft. He's really soft. I want to cuddle with this cute little bear. I haven't named him yet, though. Okay, so I was really confused when I first got this bear because I'm like, how the heck do I use this thing? Well, you pull his battery out of his zipper on his back, and all the instructions are on fabric. So you can't lose them, but they're really soft, so you just fold them back up in here. He comes with his cable, and with the MP3 player, you can hook him up to your computer and add more songs to him. You can charge him, so I can charge him from my computer. There's the option to get a rechargeable battery, or you can get just replaceable batteries. And so let me tell you how this works. You go on cuddletunes.com to pick your bear. You pick the ribbon, or the color of ribbon, and you type in the child's name that is going to receive this, and it puts the name into the songs. And I'll play one for you in just a minute. But it gives you the option to order an activated bear, which comes preloaded with the personalized tracks, or you can do a gift bear, which comes preloaded with non-personalized tracks, but comes with an activation code, so whoever you're sending it to can do that for themselves. Okay, so you have the little back piece here. This all goes in the back, and I left it out so I could turn it on. But my son's name is Parker. Where are we? Over here? So let me get him by here. So I turned him on. You press play. He's really loud too. Let me turn it to the other track where I know there's words. I think it's this one. This one. Okay. Okay, so it puts the name in there with the song. You can't even tell. It's completely seamless. There is a ton of names that are in the Cuddle Tunes library, and I was surprised that they had Parker as the name. So they have a ton of names. I personally had to geek this out a little bit. My little bear, he's very cute. I'm going to have to take it off, though, because you cannot go to sleep to the song I'm going to show you. But you could put any MP3 on here. You can play the volume, so you can turn it down if they go to sleep, or turn it down to help them go to sleep. But I plugged it up to my computer, and I just went to cuddletunes.com. And let me show you really quick how it works. So you log in, and it brings you to like a control panel. I didn't log in, but it brings you to a control panel with your tracks in there, and you can reorder them. You can change the order of the tracks. You can add tracks, delete tracks. You can purchase tracks from their website, or you can just upload them from your computer. It's really easy to use. And if you have any questions, the instructions are right here. You can't lose them, but they have really good FAQs on their website. For those of you who are tech challenged, it is very simple. So let me show you what I did. Jen, you're going to freaking love this. So this is my little addition. Whoops, wrong one. I just had to. So, like I said, you can add any song. The producer is over here doing the whole thing, just so you know. I would, but you can't like see me. You can't see my arms. Okay, I just wanted to show you guys that you can put in any song. That is not one you would fall asleep to or cuddle with, but to show you how easy it was, I did it in like 2 minutes. It was really easy. So cuddletunes.com, you can customize the bow color. You can choose the song that it comes preloaded with. There's a ton of options. And also, where was it? Right here. On their website, it shows the anatomy of the bear, which is really helpful. So you can see exactly where all the buttons are and what they do, where the MP3 player is. And so get your own bear or gift it to someone and mail it to them, and they can add their own customized songs. It's really fun, really easy, really cute. And you can also, this is the big cool thing that was heavy on Shark Tank in his pitch, was you can record your own greetings. So if you go to your webcam or whatever, you can record it and upload it. So if you're far away from someone, if you're a grandparent or somebody who has a kid somewhere far away, you can upload your message and then just have the bear shipped to them. Or if you're off to war or whatever, you could even send these to your dad or to your brother or whoever. But they're really customizable and they're really fun. They're really cute, and everybody loves teddy bears. So cuddletoons.com, get your little bear. They're super adorable, and they're really, really soft too. Very soft. All right. So that is our Cuddletoons bear that I geeked out. Of course. I have to. All right. So next week on the show, May is insanely awesome. I am thrilled to have this guest on the show because I've been following I'm not kidding you, I've been following him for 10 years on social media. And he is the small business entrepreneur man. He's got 4 best-selling books on the New York Times. The one that comes to mind is Twitter Power. Huge book. So next week we're going to have Joel Comm on the show. Absolutely amazing. If you don't know who he is, check him out. He is awesome. I cannot even tell you how excited I am to have him on. The week after that, as I told you earlier, Roger from Wired Waffles will be on the show. He'll be in the studio with me, and we're probably going to be a little excited from the caffeinated waffles. And then, to close out the month, I don't even know what I'm going to do with myself. And I don't even know how to describe this person because nothing will be as good as him. This description will not live up to him. But Neil Patel is going to be a guest on the show. Neil he has done marketing, online marketing for, I cannot even tell you the companies, Amazon, Microsoft. You can think of a company, he's done it for them, and they all have testimonials of insane amounts of percentages of improvements that Neil has done to help him. And he's got a great blog, Quick Sprout. He's a co-founder of 2 startups. Crazy month. So check out smallbusinessesdoitbetter.com to get the details on all these guests, because they're all up there except for Roger because he's a surprise. Again, I want to thank Stacy from Hit the Mic Marketing for being a fabulous guest on tonight's show. And you can watch all the shows on iTunes, on YouTube, or smallbusinessesdoitbetter.com. So thanks everyone for watching tonight.
Let's go out with Gangnam Style.
One more time.
커피 한 잔에 여유를 아는 품격 있는 여자 마음이